scene and your submissive shows you with all her body, with her language, maybe she's begging you to continue, but you don't want to. That's possible. It's possible that there is something that you don't want to do her. And there can be several reasons for it. First of all, because you don't want to give it to her because you're in charge. That's totally possible. Well, then you know what to do, right? But it's also possible that you don't want to do it because it conflicts something with you. Maybe you don't feel prepared. Maybe she's begging you to cane her, and you're not sure if you even know how to cane someone properly because you were planning to do some investigation and you just didn't get there. Just follow your instincts. If you think it's not a good idea to give it to her, then don't give it to her. Now, how do you deal with it? There's a few things that you can do. Just tell her that you're not going to do it. I think radical honesty also in this piece is crucial. Just tell her that you don't need to go into details. I for sure wouldn't. This is her challenge then at this moment that you're not going to give it. You can just say to her, no, I'm not going to do that to you. No explanation needed. I would suggest you don't explain. It's her role to take whatever you're giving her. And she may beg for it. If you're not willing to give it to her, it's totally fine. Doms have limits as well. So just take that into account. Whatever she's asking, it doesn't matter. Of course, this is a lot of fun if she's asking to come, right? If she's begging you to come, that's easy to deny her. But sometimes she might also want to ask you to do something for her that will challenge her and that she knows that you'll love to do. Always, always, always take into account what is going on with her. It's your decision and it's your responsibility to make the right decision to see what she needs at that moment. Is what she needs, is that you continue, or is that you stop the scene, or maybe continue in a different way? You're in charge. Just make sure that you take this into account and that you always make the decisions based on what she needs. Her needs go first. You can do whatever you want, you can do whatever you need, you can do whatever she needs, but her needs get her she wants, but of course that's not very important. Her needs come first. What does she need? And it might be that her obedience, that her willingness to surrender in whatever she's giving you. I know that we had a scene once, and we usually when we play we have like a couple of days, right? And we have a couple of days, and there we have total power exchange 24/7. And my master told me to get out of bed in the morning. It was the last morning of our play day, of our play time. And he told me to get out of bed and do my yoga. So I started to do my yoga, and suddenly I look up and he was dressed already. And I freaked out because I wanted to still get in bed and play with him. And I wanted to feel him, and I wanted to feel my body against his body. And I was devastated, and I was crying, and I was so disappointed. And that's where my challenge was. My challenge, and this is what we negotiated up front. My challenge was that I would just accept whatever he would give me. And I was thinking, of course, that was about the pain that he was going to give me, or the orgasms, or I don't know, but not about that he would deny me to connect with him for a last time. And it was such a learning experience, because at that moment, I told him, like, you can't do this to me, master. Please, can we just hug and cuddle and kiss and whatever? But he was very firm and strict in his decision. He decided that it was time for us to close the scene and to go for the aftercare and the completion. And he wanted to have the good time, right time for that. And he decided that this was the right thing to do. So and it doesn't matter if it was the right thing to do or not. He's my dominant. He decides. You're the master. If you decide it's the right time, this is your decision. And this is where true dominance, where this is the difference between an experienced dom. An experienced dom will never change the scene because a submissive will ask for it. That's something that, especially when you just started, that was my pitfall when I started in my first dominating experience. I fell into this because I was all the time busy. Am I doing the right thing for my submissive? But that was not the point. The point was that it didn't matter if it was the right decision. The point was that I made the decision and he had to follow. So if you're ever doubting and your submissive wants you to do something that you're not willing to do, stick with your decision, first of all, and stay there and be firm about it. No need to explain. You're the boss. You have the leash, right? She follows your orders. And it's a fantastic learning experience for both of you. So after you complete the scene, it's wonderful to talk about it, whether you want to continue or not, or what you could have done. Not during the scene. During the scene, during your time, this is her place, and this is your place. This is how it works. Have fun and play with passion.